Parents, we know that some of you are concerned about the amount of screen time your children are engaging with because of school at home. While these concerns are understandable, they are not necessarily rooted in evidence. We undertook a systematic review of research on screen time, which involved us filtering through more than 1,000 research studies and deeply analyzing 70 of them. Now, we are working with an expert researcher from Johns Hopkins University to publish our findings in a reputed international journal. We wish to share our insights with you in this video. So, is screen time good or bad? Well, that's the wrong question to ask. Let's think for a moment. Is the term screen time useful to us? Does it tell us how an individual is using his or her screen? It's like asking, is food good or bad? There is no simple answer. Why? It depends on what kind of food and how it is consumed. Junk food is bad, but healthy food is good. It's the same with screen time. Unfortunately, most of the research on screen time lumps the good and the bad together and then makes an overgeneralized conclusion about all types of screen time. For example, it mixes watching TV, playing video games, using computers for homework, and other activities, then tells us the overall effect of screen time. But watching TV doesn't have the same effects on a child as studying on the computer. Fortunately, some researchers have begun to separately report the effects of screen time based on the content and context of screen use. Our review of this literature indicated that screen time can be separated into 4 categories. Passive screen time involves watching content on TV, DVDs, or streaming platforms. Socio-recreational screen time involves using social networking websites and apps and surfing the internet for leisure. Gaming screen time includes playing video games or virtual games on a device. And educational screen time includes using screens for studying, homework, or online learning, just like school at home. We found that different types of screen time did not report the same effects. Among children, high amounts of passive and socio-recreational screen time was associated with poor sleep, reduced physical activity, lowered social emotional health, internet addiction, and poor academic performance. Findings regarding gaming were not conclusive in the research, so maybe the content of gaming matters. That is, games that are violent and purely recreational might not have good effects, while games that promote intellectual or physical activity might not be bad. However, most importantly, there is no conclusive finding from research showing that educational screen time, the type of screen time involved with school at home, is associated with any negative physiological or psychological outcomes. In fact, large-scale studies on online and computer-assisted learning have unanimously found a range of educational benefits for children. Research has also often shown that screen time harms children's well-being only when it replaces time they would have otherwise spent exercising, socializing with family and friends, or sleeping. This concern is not relevant to us because school at home only takes up a fraction of the time that your child used to spend traveling to and attending school. So school at home does not have to displace any other essential activities in your child's day. Further, there is no evidence about any long-term negative effects of screen time on vision and musculoskeletal health. Students might experience some discomfort in their eyes or body if they just sit in one place for hours at end without moving or taking breaks, of course. But that is not at all what we are suggesting in school at home. Instead, we are integrating movement breaks, water breaks, snack breaks, and other such strategies throughout the day. Official health and medical organizations suggest various measures to mitigate the risk of eye and body strain, such as regulating screen brightness, using ergonomic furniture, taking stretching breaks, not using devices before bedtime, and drinking sufficient water. We encourage you to please visit these websites and help your child use their devices more responsibly. We will share some website links with you. To conclude, we shouldn't look at screen time as a singular concept. There are different types of screen time that are associated with specific effects on children. School at home is educational screen time, and we have not found any conclusive evidence of its association with any negative psychological or physiological outcomes. There is a large body of research that points to the benefits of online and technology-based learning for children. Decades of research have highlighted the significant learning loss that takes place just due to summer vacations. Imagine the consequences of pausing learning for months on end in unprecedented times such as COVID-19. As educators and parents, it is our responsibility to make sound decisions for our children's future, ones that are based on scientific evidence rather than random opinions or unfounded fears. The research shows that we don't need to be afraid of screens when it comes to online learning and should instead welcome technology and its many benefits into our educational practices. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't hesitate to get in touch with us in case you have any other queries or concerns regarding your child's screen time.